Yeah, I mean, really quickly, I was just going to chime in because I heard Ali saying she left the family, but I could be wrong. But I thought the story was he was supposed to retire because he spent a huge part of his life, giving to the game, giving to his career.
Mhm.
His family was suffering because of that. He agreed to retire and spend more time and focus on his family. And then within like what, a year, he decided to go back to play again. And that was Giselle's deal breaker because they made an agreement. That's what I thought I heard her say. I thought I heard him even say that. So I just
Hey,
wanted to bring clarity to the situation because I heard you say she broke up the family, but
hey, Jazz,
I
if
he
you ever
had a
blow up,
deal and then he kind of broke their deal.
hey, Jazz, can I ask you a question? If you
Hmm.
ever end up the next Whitney Houston and you star power for 20 years, and me and my family, our family, I've been standing behind you all these years, and you became the best artist ever, and you had a great passion for it, and I said, hey man, you were born to do this, and you love this. Do
Hmm.
you think that your husband, if you want to if you want to sing for one more tour, should that man support you, or should he divorce you because you wanted to sing one more year when you gave your heart to you gave your heart in singing, and that was your passion, if he truly supported you?
Um, I think that if we had an agreement that I was going to retire and I
I,
said I need to go back, he wouldn't. I
no,
don't think he would be wrong for
no, no,
feeling away if I
no,
did.
listen, is it, if one more year, is it worth divorcing over?
It depends because that could have been his deal breaker. You know what I
Well, I'm
mean?
gonna tell you this: me as a husband, if I'm ever a husband, and my wife is special to me, and we really loved each other, and there was something that she was in that might have paid. It just She was extremely
There's some
wealthy, and
people,
she
yeah,
was the best. She was the best at whatever she did, and she
yeah.
just wanted one more year for something that he can never play football again. It ain't like he can. It's something he can do again. He can never do that again. Once football's gone, he can never play that sport ever again. It's done. Like you age out of that sport. I would think a wife that truly loved her, had his kids, would be understanding and how passionate is,
That,
man. He played
But
that's
us.
I think it's a different situation because he did all of the things. He went as far as he can go. There was nothing more to accomplish. He won the Super Bowl. He got the rings. He literally did the thing in his career.
yeah,
Went back just because he craved like the camaraderie
yeah.
of his teammates and like the fandemonium and all of that.
You know, he loves football.
Giselle, the story goes
Can
that
you
he was
flip
in.
it, Jess? Can
Hmm?
you flip it? Can you flip it? Let's do this, right?
Mhm,
Giselle's still a semi-active model, right? Imagine that
mhm.
Giselle at 41 said, "Hey, baby, one more year,
We
and
made an
now
agreement.
retire." And she like they had an agreement. They agreed, and by the end of the year, she said, "Hey,
Mariam,
baby,
your
I
favorite.
know I told you I was going to retire, but that these big opportunity in the sponsors that are looking at me. I want to do 3 or more fashion shows, and then I wrap it up, and we can stay 50 years together and right to the sunset. We go whatever you want." And Tom Brady turned around and says, "Nah, you said you were going to retire. If you don't, I leave you." Wouldn't we all of us be calling him like stupid, throwing your family away for 1 year when you can literally have that woman for 50 years and they can be together and all that? Wouldn't we call that man delusional and kind of like, in my opinion,
You sure you could call him that, but
no, no,
what I
no, no, Jess, you yourself. If that man like left his family, matter of fact, let's actually say what he did. If that man showed up with his personal masseuse and he got her pregnant and they were together and the justification was, I got this personal masseuse of mine pregnant and married her and have a baby on her because Giselle told me she was going to do one more year which we didn't agree upon. Wouldn't you look at him crazy?
Yeah, they would cancel him.
well, yeah.
So Jazz, if you look at him
But
crazy, that's what
No, I
happened
mean
to
because you
him.
just added.
No, 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 I didn't edit. No, it was literally the story.
yeah, it was the same thing. Tom Brady's wife, Giselle, got pregnant by her personal trainer or kickboxer, whatever, Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, whatever the fuck it is, claiming because she felt emotionally because Tom Brady wasn't there for her emotionally. She decided to get pregnant and get married to a personal trainer. But imagine Tom Brady did the same thing, got his nanny nanny pregnant because Giselle was too busy doing her modeling, because she's still a model. Last time I checked, he would get canceled. He would literally lose endorsement deals. The same way Tiger Woods lost his endorsement deals when they found out he was cheating on his wife and nobody even knew his wife. The double standards are crazy.
Unmute yourself. Jazz, unmute yourself. No, I didn't edit. It was literally the story. That's what happened to Tom Brady.
She stayed on him and had a baby on him.
She broke with him, and then she was seen 3 weeks later with the jiu-jitsu instructor that been giving her personal. It was his personal trainer for years. They're from Brazil. So it was not. I separated from Tom Brady and I found out this dude is like me. Divorce you, and then I married our maid that was inside of our house for years. You know, we were having something.
I understand, like the optics look. I understand the optics look bad, but I'm just going off of what I heard both of them say. He accomplished his goals as a football player. He agreed to retire so he could spend more time with his family. That was their agreement.
Okay, so he didn't agree. They had an agreement that Tom Brady would do one more year, but he ended up playing, and he kept on playing. Does that mean the wife should just go and fuck the trainer and have a baby with him? Is that what it means? Like, she can't even hold the woman accountable. So she's literally justifying. She's saying Tom Brady's ex-wife, what she did was right for fucking her personal trainer because the husband decided he wanted to work a little bit longer. That's crazy.
That was her deal breaker because she almost divorced him. Wait a minute. She almost divorced him prior to that, right? So he agreed, you know what? I need to spend more time with my family. I need to, focus in more. I've accomplished what I've needed to accomplish. I can go ahead and rest now and spend more time with my family because my family is suffering. They agreed to do that.
Nobody,
they agreed to do that.
You can put the suffering part that was
what I'm saying
her.
They were suffering.
Yes, his kids are almost grown-ups, Jazz. His kids are literally on their way out. They are not kids, they are grown-ups.
There was a part of his family, obviously, that was suffering, whether it was the kids not seeing their father, her not seeing him enough,
what?
Not even spending family time together. That part of their dynamic.
No,
but I think he was the jiu-jitsu trained kids first, and then he started training her.
Yes.
Sorry, Jazz. I'm losing my voice. He was the kids jiu-jitsu, whatever that word is, trainer. And then he started working with the mom. And I think that's the more messed up part.
I get that, but
okay.
So did she?
Jess, this is why we stop, Jess. If this was anything,
I'm just saying, if there's let me just get it off because I'm not arguing with y'all. If it looks bad, it looks bad. I'm just saying that if there's a dynamic where we agree, hey, you've done all of the things, now it's time to retire and focus on family, and then you break that, not even 6 months to a year later, you back on the field, you back spending majority of your time where you said you were going to be done with it. I'm not saying that it's okay for her to just up and leave, but they had an agreement, and that was her deal breaker.
Okay, they had an agreement, but does that mean she should choose to fuck the trainer and have a baby with the trainer? Which for me, I believe she was fucking the trainer way before. She used the excuse of Tom Brady refused to give up football to stay with me. So she used that excuse to break up with Tom Brady, divorce him, so she can continue fucking this guy on the side. I'm going to be honest. Because as soon as the divorce was sealed, she was pregnant 3 weeks later. And now she's married to that guy, to the trainer. And I can guarantee you they're never going to last. By 2030, they're going to be divorced anyway. Because he doesn't make as much money as Tom Brady was making. But also, he's probably going to take half from her, which more powers to him. But literally, Jazz is literally telling women to cheat on their husbands if they don't get something their way. If the husband doesn't do 100% of what they agree upon. He didn't cheat. He was just working. So she cheated on the husband for working too much. That's crazy. And Jazz is okay with it. But if it's a man who did the same thing, she would be calling men all sorts of names.
Jazz, Jazz, because that's crazy, Jazz. Think about Jazz.
crazy to you.
Jazz, you are doing the think about it, Jazz. Me and my woman agree we are going to have 7 kids. And she give me 6 and says, Fetty, I can't do it no more. I'm sorry, man. Like these last 2 just busted my I'm leaving you because we had an agreement and I want 7 because it's my lucky number. No, everybody is going to look at Fetty crazy. This woman gave you 6 kids. She made an agreement with you because she thought she was going to do it. It's not of bad faith. It's just 1 kid. It's not that she didn't give you no kids. She just give you 1 kid. She gave you a basketball team plus a coach. That's 5 plus 1. Why are you leaving your family for a promise that is easily kind of corrected? This man is a football player. He doesn't have it in it anymore. Jess, it's not like
Well,
1 second, Jess. Hey, Jess, let me just say this, Jess. It's not that she didn't know that he was going to be retired for 50 years. She knows. Football players work until they're 40, few, and then they retire. She knew she had 50 years with this man. If they both healthy and they ride to the sunset, she did it because she wanted to do it. It has nothing to do with spending time. Because 1 year, Jess, 1 year together doesn't I don't know what the word, impose 50 years of doing anything you want because we are billionaires and we wander around the says. If you really wanted to spend that much time with him, you would put the 4th year y'all going to spend together over the 1 year that he's playing football. And the football season is like 6 months or something like that.
He decided to put his career over his family, and her choice
But she
after
knew
he did that was to leave him because she
would you
fed up
put her
with that
career over her family?
He had said
she knew he was a football player when she met him. He has been a football player since high school, whatever, but he has been a football player his whole life. So for him to play an extra 2 years, if he promised an extra year but decided to pay an extra 3 years, what's the difference? The kids are not young anymore, but she decided to go cheat with a personal trainer. Like, this is crazy. But for me, like I said, I know Giselle for sure used the excuse of Tom Brady playing an extra year, an extra 2 years in order to leave him to go with a personal trainer. And it could have even been the personal trainer who told her to use that excuse to leave Tom Brady. And like I said, that relationship is not going to last. By 2030, Giselle is going to be divorced. And she's going to lose half if they didn't sign a prenup, which maybe she did. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Anyway, so Jazz is telling women to cheat. If they don't get their way, just cheat. Find you a trainer and cheat, have a baby and get married and leave your husband and your family. Crazy times we live in, man. Crazy times. Anyway, man, that's my live stream for today. I'll be back tomorrow for maybe an hour or so. So let me give my shout out to Miss Mariam in the chat for supporting. Skinny was in the chat. I had Isaiah before, and everybody, and all the Ninja watchers who don't say nothing in the chat, but supporting your boy. Shout out to you guys. Till next time, like, subscribe. Peace.